tables have turned. Picking up pops. We gonna go racing on Friday. I work here, but I never go this way. Let's see, y'all. Probably at the top. Look who it is. Oh man, that's awesome. How much weight he's lost, man. What's up, dog?
What's up? I need a step ladder to get me down. Alright.
Dude, what's up?
Driving around on some old country roads back in Texas.
Roads are sucky.
Yeah. But we're doing some test hits and we're checking to make sure the AFR and the timing's going to be good for tomorrow night testing. Then we're going to put a tune in her. We're going to send her. Yes, sir. I record getting on it here in a little bit. We just launched it off the trans brake on about 10 pounds of boost walk over. Got a little spicy.
It almost hooked up.
Almost hooked. So it didn't. These roads are terrible. Well, here we are. We're going to Summit in Arlington, Texas from Abilene. It's like a 2.5 hour drive, 5 hour round trip. Because our Aeromotive Eliminator fuel pump, which I've sent back, they've sent back to me and told me nothing was wrong with it. It just keeps quitting. It just, out of the blue, it'll just quit.
I think it quit right after you let off that video.
Yeah, that last video. And another thing, I don't think it hurt anything, but somehow, some way in the Alltech Rebel, someone put the timing tape, or I don't know if the kids got a hold of it or what, but it was at like 44 degrees timing at wide open throttle when we made a couple of hits, and I was like, whoa, 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 there's something not right here. But yeah, we did. I was only on it a couple of seconds, but yeah, it was really, really fat. The AFR was like 10.2 or something because it had the 6.0 tune in it, fuel table in it. It was way too fat. I think that's what kept it from melting the piston or breaking something because it still runs one. The funny thing about it is when it was reading 44 degrees timing, it was like low 10 AFR. It actually ran. It had some power. I didn't hear no knock. It did pull a little knock in the tune for like 3 or 4 degrees.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went in there and fixed that. I don't want that. Hopefully it didn't hurt anything, and I don't think it did, but that Aeromotive Eliminator pump, it just quits working. If you go down there and tap on it, it kicks back on. And I've already sent it to them once. We called them again yesterday. We're going to send it back to them and get them to fix that. But for now, we're going to go up here and get that Holley Sniper dual 3.5 gallons per minute external pump assembly thing. It's like 800 liters per hour. That should support about 1,000 horsepower on the 85. So we're going to put that, which the Aeromotive Eliminator, it's only 800 liters per hour from what I gathered. So going to be, I think the Holley Sniper 3.5 gallons per minute will do more horsepower than the Eliminator. But we wanted, what did we want? Nobody has it in stock.
Oh, the MagnaFlow.
We wanted the MagnaFlow Pro Series 750 with nobody Pro Tuner. Now they got the one in stock that's $200 more, but it's the one you're not supposed to drive on the street. It's the one you're supposed to just make a blast down the drag strip and then turn off and let it cool down a little bit. And it costs $200 more. But yeah, we're gonna head up here. Hopefully the list I made is the correct list to switch everything over, because all the AM fittings. Because you have to go to a parts store like Summit or Jegs just to get AM fittings. I don't know where to buy them anywhere else, and it's a 5-hour round trip just to come up here from where he lives. Yeah. Hopefully we get everything we need. We get back, we get this switched out. We'll make a few hits, tweak the AFR where it should be, and we'll head to the track, hopefully. Hopefully that's the way it pans out. Wish us luck. Ooh, Summit.
We made it.
Alright, we're leaving Jigs. Summit. I'm putting the fuel pump together as we're stuck in traffic. 2.5 hour drive home. What do you think about it, Chris?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, just following the directions and putting it together. This is about 790 liters per hour, I believe. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, 790 liters per hour.
Over that.
And it'll go to up to 90. And if, I don't know, if you do the hot wire kit, it goes up to,
It goes a lot higher.
it goes a lot higher. So, might do that too. But yeah, I'm just putting it together. It uses these crush washers and stuff. And then we got
some redundancy.
Yeah. Can't tighten it up, no wrenches, but you're supposed to put Loctite on the threads with these, I guess. I don't know how much I trust these washers, because some of them had some grooves in them. But we'll see. Well, we've been sitting in traffic for 20 minutes, and we finally cleared the traffic just for me to get it far enough to see. This was supposed to be a 10 AN O-ring to a 12, and it's not. It's the other way around, which it really didn't matter, because when I bought this pump, it said the inlet was supposed to be a 10 and the outlet was supposed to be an 8, which we got an 8 to a 10 here, but the inlet's an 8 also, so we need an 8 to 12, 8 O-ring to 12. Well, I think we got her now. It's lucky I showed up, because the way them timing tables were, I don't know how it got changed like that, because it was like negative 27, and then it went straight to 58 pounds of boost, and then the timing table was correct, but it went 58 pounds of boost, 100 pounds of boost, 100. So it just stayed in that negative 27 table, and up at the top of that negative 27 table was 44 degrees. And we actually made like 2 small hits with it like that. Oddly enough, it didn't knock. It pulled a little bit of timing, but it didn't show knock. I don't understand that. But it actually ran good at that timing. And we had it on like 13 pounds of boost that last one. I don't know. Hopefully it didn't hurt nothing. We'll put this in and we can race tonight. Now we've run. We thought we was out of traffic. We got out of Dallas-Fort Worth. It says I-20's closed. Must be a really bad wreck. I have no idea. But yeah. Yes, over here says it's closed. It wants us to go. The good thing about Texas is it has access roads. They're usually 2-lane. The access road that actually goes the way we were wanting to go is like all backed up. So the GPS is actually wanting us to go to the other side of the highway, interstate, and go back down that one. But we keep hitting traffic like this, we might not ever make it back home. It's crazy. Crazy. Traffic everywhere. Everywhere we go. There's like a wreck or construction or something. Yeah, they completely shut down the interstate, making people exit. Maybe that's the wreck up there. Oh, there it is. On the bridge there. Oh, the trees. The only tree in Texas is blocking our view. No. Or only tree in West Texas. There ain't many trees in West Texas. I mean, if there are, they're usually just these little mesquite trees. And cactus. Mesquite trees and cactuses in Abilene. There's another truck way over here on this access road, so we can't go down that access road. They're blocking it right there, so we can't go under and get back on the highway. And then there's two wrecked rigs behind that only tree in Texas. Where's it at? Yeah, right behind there. I'm just kidding, there's trees in Texas. There's not a lot of trees in West Texas. Yeah. There's two rigs up there. And then one, they've got this block so you can't go across and back up. Then we can't go down this access road. So there's another rig right way down there that must come off the interstate. What in the world? There's a rig, there's a good shot of it. I don't know what it hit. There's another rig sitting up there. Then there's the one on the access road way over here. We pulled up at the gas station here. We don't know what we're going to do because you can't go this way. We got it all blocked off. Folded up front end rig. That's a truck on the front of that rig. Smashed up. Looking at the map like it's a paper map, trying to figure out it's a way around. I think I figured out a way around. Nobody else must have figured it out because there's nobody around us, so I think we got her. Bring us up back on the highway here in about, I don't know, probably 20 minutes. It'll probably be about 25 minutes around, plus probably 20 minutes out of the way, but whatever. Just sitting at the gas station, I guess, for hours. Plus, when they clean that up, they got to keep it locked down to investigate it. So it's probably going to be shut down for hours and hours. We made it back on the interstate, but if you look behind us, it looks like they released some cars to go around. I don't know. Yeah, because there's traffic coming down through there. Can you see? I don't know. Maybe they were letting the people on the service road that was on the other side. Because we was on that, well, we was on the highway. The highway backed up. And I was like, let's do truck stuff. Go through the grass. So we went through the grass to get on the access road. The access roads here on Interstate 20, you can go west or east on either side. It's kind of cool. They're awesome to have in wrecks like that, but we jumped on the access road, and then that backed up, and the GPS was telling us to go to the other side access road. So we went to the other side access road. But then there was that access road, actually, where that other rig was wrecked off the interstate. It actually ended a little further up there, so we couldn't go that way either. So we kind of got stuck over there. So I looked up on I looked at a map and just said, let's do this way. And we got back on, but maybe the access road that we initially got on when we went over the grass, the one that was going this way on this side, maybe that's the one that was letting traffic back on. I don't know, but I hope everybody in that red pickup truck was okay. I made it back. We were supposed to be back at like 12:31. It's 4 o'clock. We got 3 hours. We can't find there we go. I'm tightening. I had this all together, but these are supposed to get blue Loctite and then tightened. And these need blue lock, and I gotta tighten that one. There was an Allen for this one. Now I gotta tighten these. Yeah. This jewel's all tightened up, ready to go. I don't know how much I trust these not leaking. Some of them actually had a slit in them, but it didn't go all the way through. There was little crush things. There's one down in here, one here. See, these are check valves. I'm gonna pull over for John Drive. And it comes in here, so you can run one pump at a time because that's a check valve. And then it comes, these are 8 orb in these blocks right here. See, where I messed up was it said there was an 8 on one side and a 10 on the other. Well, that wasn't the case. It's an 8 orb on both sides. This one just had an 8 orb to 10 AN, and this one had a 8 orb to an 8 AN. So we had to buy another 8 orb to 10 AN, which there's probably one on that contraption down there. And then the N is a 12 to the filter, or after the filter. So I got a 10 AN female to a 12 AN male for that. So that sets that up. It'll go. We'll see the difference. Chris is underneath the car taking the old pump off, and we got a plug. And of course, you know, Chris probably made a mess because that fluid was coming out of there quick because the tank is full, and it's gravity fed the pump. So when he took that off and tried to put the plug on, fuel went everywhere for a little bit, but it didn't sound too bad. But he's taking the old pump off real quick, and we'll put this one into place. And this one is going to require 2 relays. We'll go ahead and use this one for one side, and then we got another. That relay just runs the onboard air, but we'll need another relay because there's 2 pumps and they both pull up to 30 amps. Those are 40 amp relays. That pump was I thought that pump was a lot bigger than that. If you look here, yeah, this one comes, that setup comes way out here, where this one comes over here.
So maybe nice on the front.
Yeah. See how much longer it is. But anyway, I had to run to the parts store and get a 12 AM female to 12 AM female. I knew I should have bought one of those when we were at Summit, but there's this place in Abilene, Texas called Filtration. And they got just about every fitting for piping you can think of. Now, it ain't the light aluminum stuff that you normally buy, but it'll work. We got it running, no leaks. We're just trying to get the trailer out. It's a close fit coming through this gate because he don't like to get in the grass because it's got the sprinklers. Don't want to ruin the sprinkler system. All right, we're on our way to the drag strip. Trans Am in tow. Almost called it a Camaro. Well, I'm back home and everything like that, but I just want to interrupt here real quick. We didn't make no real fast passes or anything like that. At the end of the video, the transmission's leaking. We thought it was overfilled, but it wasn't. Looking back at the videos, like the only full throttle through the way pass Chris made was the very first one. The rest of them, he's on and off. You can look at the log. He's on and off the throttle the whole time because he thought it was spinning. It's a no prep TNT, so he thought it was spinning, but it wasn't spinning. It was, the transmission was slipping. It was severely low on fluid, and the transmission was. It was hotter than the motor to the feel. I mean, it was hot. And when it does that, it bubbles the transmission fluid and foams it, and it was coming out the overflow. And those push lock fittings, I didn't put the Teflon tape on them, and the one up by the overflow, it leaks. So that was foaming, it was leaking, it was getting everywhere, and looked like causing the transmission to look like it was leaking. Well, it was leaking, but it was just low on fluid, and it was foaming the fluid and getting the transmission ridiculously hot. So we turned up the boost. It actually was starting to go slower because he thought it was slipping. He was on and off the throttle all the way down the track. It's still trapped like 101 one pass though. But anyway, he's going to change the fluid and change the filter. And just so you know, Chris, you can't use the paper filters on a Turbo 400 with a trans brake. It has to be those metal mesh ones. If you change that. Anyway, it's still a good trip because we was able to dial in the AFR and the timing and everything like that, and the motor's running healthy, which is hopefully transmission's not hurt. If it is, we'll go through it and change the seals and the drums and the clutches and the stills if they need it. Sometimes it burns the stills when it burns the clutches, but yeah, back to the video. Alright, so the fuel pump on it is making more fuel pressure than the other one. We tried to bring it down, but that regulator just, like I thought, it can't handle both of them pumps. So We're just going to have to adjust it as we need to. No matter what I adjusted it to, it's stated at 59. Whereas before with the other pump, it wouldn't go over 45. But 3,600 RPM launch, 3 on the dome, which should be about 5 or 6 down the track. Then we'll see what the AFR is and go from there. And you got an upgrade. Kirk Reynolds and the Bandit. Slip. Terrible 186 60 foot, but it backdoored good at 95 and a 7.6. That's pretty good. It launched really soft. A little lazy. We got to turn that launch off. Oh, so. But that was just make sure it was going to go down the track. See what happened here. He said it felt pretty good. Alright, everything looked good, man. Let's turn it up and see what we can get out of it. We're going to turn the launch RPM up to 4,000, and we're going to give her, we're going to go slow with it. We'll probably give her 3 or 4 more pounds of boost. But it ran at 1.860 because it launched easy, and it run a 7.6. Same bad. The DA in Texas is ridiculous. It's like 95 today, so, or 90. It's probably cooled down now, but yeah, everything's looking good. We're going to turn her up. 4,000 RPM launch. It should make about 8 on the launch, and it should make 12 to 13 down the track. See what that does. Dirt Reynolds. Not Bert, Dirt. It says Carport Garage Drag Racing. Like, share, subscribe. But it ran a 723. It was probably cut out fat. We'll look at the AFR. I'm going to adjust the tables this time. Then we'll go from there. It'll learn, but it doesn't learn instantly. So you got to get it real close first. This side ain't got as much rubber down as that. Hey, this guy's I want to get I was going down this lane, you see all the rubber. That lane don't have much rubber, so now they're making people go over there to get them evened out. this is a no prep track, so it's not very sticky. We can't get a good 60 foot without spinning. 7.5 that time and spun with a 1.9, and you can see that's the throttle position where he takes off. It's spinning. He's just kind of feathering it all the way down through there. To try to get a personal best, we need to, well, number one, we didn't bring our 300 pounds that we're supposed to put in the trunk. Number two, we need to try to do this on a prep side. Probably should have went to San Angelo, but we didn't have time after running after the fuel pump parts. Yeah, you didn't sift till way out here.
I was letting it sift by itself.
Yeah, and if it spins, it throws it out of that time. We need to find a better way to do that. We're gonna call her quits. It's a leaking transmission. We're not sure where it's coming from, so we're gonna have to try to figure it out. But I mean, it did good. We couldn't get a good 60 because it's a no prep track, and we forgot the weight. We got 300 pounds put it in the trunk, and I don't really want to mess with the suspension settings because they're kind of set up if it has the weight in the trunk. So, plus transmission leak. It leaks so bad. The transmission's really hot too. I don't know if it's overfilled or what, but we gotta get that figured out. So we're gonna call it a day. But it did good. Chris is on the mini bike. What y'all think about it? We're gonna call her a day, I guess.
Yeah. Good day.
It did good though. I mean, it's gonna pull on the trailer by itself. Didn't get the fast times we wanted to get, but it's the first time out with the new setup, so we just got to learn it and get all the bugs out of it. But everything was looking good. Them fuel pumps were doing really good. Just got a little transmission leak. We don't want to get it on the track, and yeah, get that fixed. And maybe he'll go to San Angelo as a prep side and try to do some hero passes and see what it'll run. Y'all stay tuned.